Hey y'all, it's Ashley. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. If I sound like kind of sick, I promise I'm not. It's allergies. Being at my grandma's house every single day, having to take care of her, I'm allergic to her dog, and her dog is there every day, obviously. And so it's gotten to the point where my throat is just starting to get tingly and wanting to close up on me. Fun. So, just ignore that. I'm dealing with some allergies. Pretty rough, but probably not as rough as this challenge is about to be, which is the one dip challenge. So if you somehow haven't heard of this challenge, this was like a trend a while back. I want to say before I started my YouTube channel, but I think it's super fun and one of you guys suggested it, so we're doing it today. So before we get started with this hopefully easy challenge, be sure to hit the red subscribe button down below, hit that bell so you get notified every time I post a new video. Also be sure to like, comment down below what you'd like to see next, and also be sure to follow me on my socials so you get more content by seeing things. And let's get started. First on the list is brows, and for brows I use the e.l.f. Wow Brow. So this is one dip. I'm gonna really get product on it because I usually do go back in, because usually one dip is for one brow and then two, like another dip is for the other brow. So I usually do one dip each, and that's all I get. Just gonna brush. Let's see if I can try and make the pigments even on both sides, and then focus more on brushing it down later. I think right now it'll be kind of easy. Eyes might be a little easy. I'm just gonna go in with my normal makeup routine. Okay, and since my brow pen is a pen, there's not really a dip with this, so I'm just gonna do my brows regularly with this. Now to clean up the brows, I only get one dip with this. I'm just gonna make sure I really get some of that product on there. Not much came out because this product is kind of running out, but hopefully we got enough of something. Yeah, I think we'll be fine. And that's it. And normally I like to go in and kind of fix up whatever mistakes I made with the concealer, but since I already kind of dipped into the brow product one time, I'm not going to do it again because that would be like 2 times using that product. I only get one dip. So did the best I could with trying to make sure it was good. Usually I like to go back in with the tails of my brows because sometimes I do a little overboard. I think I did semi-okay. And sometimes I'll go back in the arches and kind of fix them up a little bit because sometimes I accidentally overdo the concealer. Can't go back in to fix anything, so this is how the brows are going to stay. I think we'll just lock them in place. I haven't done this in like a while, but it adds a fun little step. So I'm just gonna probably need to throw this stuff away. This stuff is so old. I'm just gonna do my primer, which is just concealer. Just one dip will be plenty for this part. Honestly, one dip might have been too much, but now I would normally kind of like go in with like a translucent powder or just some kind of white shade, just a light shade kind of like this or something. So I'll just go in with Grown from this Maddie Ziegler palette. I'm gonna really try and get it on my brush, and that's all I get to use. So I'm just gonna try and wipe some of the powder and then move it around. So it's not perfect, but it's what I got to work with. So now I'm gonna go into the eyeshadow. I think I'm gonna keep using this Charmant palette from Maddie Ziegler. I've been playing with it recently and I just love it so far. So I'm just gonna do my normal brown smoky eye. I'm gonna go into Calm. I'm gonna only get one dip. This is gonna be interesting. So Calm, I'm just gonna go in. Really get, oh, you can't even see. Oh, well, and now I'm done. One thing I wish this palette had was a mirror. That's it. That's all I want in this palette is a mirror. So I'm just gonna use the other Maddie Ziegler palette for the mirror. I'm just gonna try and like kind of pat the pigment on both sides, just so I can have something on both sides, and then start blending it out. So far so good. Next I'm just gonna go into Awareness. It's in this color right here, and we're just going to dig a brush into there And that's all we get. I think this part will be kind of easy. I think it's when we get to the face products is when it's going to be a little hard. Not excited for that. Again, I'm just going to do the same technique, and I'm just going to kind of stamp the pigment on first on both eyes and then start blending it out. I'm just going to take off all that extra pigment just so I can blend it out better. Next color I'm going to go into is Mud. I don't think I'm going to go as hard into this one just because I don't need as much of it. Hopefully I didn't mess myself up there. But I'm just going to stamp the pigment and then start blending it out. This technique is working so far. The last color I'm going to go into is Twilight. This black right here, I'm going to do just a little swirl because I really don't need that much for the black. So I'm just going to tap all the pigment on this side and a little on this side and then blend it out. I'm going to get a new brush and I'm going to clean it because I don't want anything on it. Just a nice big fluffy brush and then just blend everything out. Now we're going to cut the crease, which should be pretty easy. Just one little dip. I'm even gonna wipe some off because I don't need that much. This is the part that I'm scared about though, is not cutting the crease, but putting the pigment on after I cut the crease. I'm scared I'm not gonna have enough. This is the part that I am scared for. I go into Tornado and I'm just going to do my best to flip the brush without picking it up. Just so I can really pack on the pigment. And one side will be for one eye and one will be for the other. The camera stopped. Okay, let's go back. I'm going to flip to this side for this eye. Thankfully so far the eyes have worked out pretty well. I'm just going to take a clean brush and just kind of hit the sides. Looks pretty good so far. I'm just do some liner. Again, same thing with the brows, it's like a pen, so I'm just going to do them like I normally would. Liner's done. I'm going to skip on the lashes until like the very end because I just don't feel like putting them on right now. We're going to go into all of my primers now, which if you haven't seen my last video, make sure to go watch it. It is all about primers. Oh god. I only get one pump of everything. Oh no. No! Okay, I usually do like 3 or 4 pumps of moisturizer alone. Okay. One. That's not enough. That's not enough. Okay. I want so badly to put so much more in my hand. That, what is that? Can you see that? What is that? Oh god. Okay. And half of that just went into my hands. Oh god, this is not enough. It's not enough. I need all the moisturizer. I feel like one pump of moisturizer is worse than only doing half of my face. Like, what the heck? This is not right. I'm trying to get all of it. Any more? Next is oil control. And I only get 1 pump. Now, normally I do it in my hand, but I think for today I'm going to do it on my face so I can try and make it spread as evenly as possible. So we're just going to... That did nothing. That only like shot here. No. Oh no. Megan, spread that as best as I can. Oh no. Well, there's that, I guess. Next is gonna be the Power Grip Primer. 1. And that's all I get. I wanted to do it as if it was like a real pump, so that's about probably as much, you can't even see it on my hand. That's probably about as much as you're gonna get on a real pump. And half of it's in my hand. Oh god. This is not enough. I like to go ham on my moisturizers and primers. this is not enough. Next is the Poreless Putty Primer. I usually go in with this little silicone thing. I'm just gonna do one little scrape, and that is all I get, which should hopefully be enough. Let's see if I take some of this off my nose. And that's all I get. And then my last step for my primer, I know it seems like a lot of steps, but I like my primer, is gonna be setting spray. Hopefully this spray is a lot better than the oil control primer mist did, because that was a joke. Let's see. Okay, it did a little better, but I wish it hit the sides more. It hit mainly the T-zone. One pump, one squirt, one spray. I hate this. I think for foundation, because most of my foundations are like squeeze bottles, and the only pump foundation I have is not my shade at the moment, so I'm gonna go in with the Morphe Hint Tint Skin Tint because it's like a dropper, and I figured I could just do one dropper as like the one pump. So I'm gonna do one little pump, and whatever is in here is all I get. So we're just gonna try our best to spread it. Oh, okay, we're good. We got all the areas covered, a little more on the forehead. Kind of swirl it around because it likes to drip. I don't want it getting in my brows. Oh yeah, we are chilling. Well, we're good on foundation. That was perfect. Okay. Forgot to wet my beauty blender, so I'm just gonna go in with one pump of, I look so crazy. Just gonna go in with one pump of this, because I don't feel like getting up right now. Setting spray will do. I'm gonna do some concealer now. I'm so ready for some blush and like some contour to kind of bring some color to my face. See if we can kind of get something out of here because it's kind of almost out. Okay, let's see what we got. This should be enough. Oh yeah, that's plenty. Okay, so far this challenge has not been as bad as I thought it was gonna be, but we still have contour and blush and highlight and lipstick and lashes and lower everything. Like, we're not done yet. I think powder is where it's gonna be really not fun, because I like powder. Okay, so a game plan, I think, for powders, that's what I'm really worried about, is that I'm going to kind of use powder, but I'm not going to use it on like my cheeks and like where I contoured, because I think for those areas I'm just going to use like powder, bronzer, and powdered blush to kind of help set those areas instead of powder. I think that will be a smart move with this challenge. Instead of worrying about putting translucent powder all over the face, I think it'll be a smarter move to just put the translucent powder where I put my concealer, and then go in afterwards with the other powdered products like the blush and the bronzer and stuff. I think that'll be a smart move. So this is what I use for contour. I don't know if I want to go in with this. Okay, I'm going in with this because I can't see my other thing that I use for contour. So if it's one dip, I'm assuming that I can't lift it. So I think what I'm going to do is just kind of draw around the face without lifting. It looks like I lifted, but it kind of got in my hair, so most of the product there is in my hair. I did a horrible job with that. My best to blend it out. I think it's gonna be way too much. It was too much. Oh god. I'm gonna go in with my foundation that was left on my beauty blender and see if we can't like tone this down a lot. Okay, that was a bad idea. I'm going with the Rare Beauty blush. So all I will need is literally one dip. Honestly, I'm even scrape some off. The face looks horrible, but it's mainly because of that contour. It was way too much. Let's just go into powder, I guess. So I have my powder in here. I don't know if you can see. I'm just going to roll this into the pigment, pick up as much as I possibly can. I still feel really gross, so I'm gonna go in with a brush. I feel like that shouldn't count as like 2 dips because it's, I mean, one was like a baking and then one's gonna be like a powder, so it might be a little bit cheating, but it's fine. It's fine. We're not cheating. I'm just using the rest of the product because, oh, they didn't even pick up the rest of the product. I still have some. I think that helped some. That's like all over my shirt though. Next is going to be, probably go in with all the powders now. I'm just going to mix. I usually go back and forth, but I feel like that'll be more than one dip. Sure, what to do. We're not gonna use this palette. I'm just gonna go in with the ABH one instead. I'm gonna really get in there. I'm very carefully going to distribute this everywhere. I'm gonna take this brush and kind of blend that out. I'm gonna go in with this blush that's in this palette as well. Just going to, that there was a second dip in there, but we're just gonna pretend that didn't happen. Okay, it did not happen. Did you see a second dip? I didn't see a second dip. No second dips here. Don't know what you're talking about. That was an accident. There's nothing on here except for like just excess, so I'm just going to kind of tap over this to kind of tone it down some. I always normally do this anyways. Just use whatever is left on the beauty blender to kind of tone down the blush. I'm gonna go in with the nose contour because I almost forgot. A little scared for this. I'm gonna make sure I really, you see, really try and get product on. I'm almost scared it's too much, so I'm just gonna do that and hopefully I didn't just mess myself up. I'll also go in here with whatever's left over, and then I'll go in with this brush, and this is where I'll go back in. I'm gonna try and use up the rest of this powder, and I'll go in and bake the sides of my nose. So while that's baking, I normally go in with the under my eyes. I'm gonna go in with this cute little tiny brush. I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of clean off what's on there already, and I'm gonna go in with the same colors I did on the top. So I'm gonna go into Calm first. Just kind of, oh, there's a second dip there. You didn't see that. See, it's gone now. And we're just going to kind of tap it on both sides first, and then we'll go in and blend it. And then we're gonna go into Awareness and not double tapping again. Now I'm gonna go into a Mud. Hold on, I'm gonna clean the brush off first. Okay, I'm gonna go into Mud. And then one more time in the black, just one little dab to kind of, yeah, that is all I need to do in the black, is just one dab. I'm gonna go in a little bit of a bigger brush. It's clean. I can even clean it on camera so you can see. I'm just going to kind of blend it out. I'm gonna wipe away the nose contour. Honestly, pretty impressed with myself so far. Okay, now highlight. I'm gonna go in with this, the ABH one again. Just going to go in with some highlight. gonna kind of drag it on both sides first. Then you highlight a little bit there, a little bit there, a little bit there, a little bit there. And then next is gonna be this one. I'm gonna make sure there's plenty of product on this one, because this one goes in the inner corners and the nose. Inner corner, inner corner. I'm gonna stamp it real quick, and then I'll go back in later to blend it out a little more. Perfect. This one also does the cupid bow as well. Need one more for the brow bone. To do one more dip, flip it over. We're almost pretty much done. I just need mascara and lashes. But I'm gonna set the face real quick. Beautiful. I'm gonna go in with some mascara now. This has to go for the top and the bottom. It's going to really, really get that product, and that's all we get. So I'm gonna put that down so I'm not tempted to get for more. Oh, before I do that, I need this real quick. I could get mascara done in one dip, but I would choose not to. So before the lipstick and gloss and all that, well, that's it because I already did my setting spray. Just need lashes, lip gloss, and lipstick. I'm just gonna go with these ones right here because they're already on my desk. The fun part about this is that I only get one dip of glue. I usually go in twice, one for each lash. So this will be fun. Should I really get in there and setting this down so I don't have it in my hand, so I can't, you know, go back in. Beautiful. Now the question is, can we get the other eye on without re-dipping and it's sticking and this not being dried out either? I don't know if you can see, but I'd say that's glue. Okay, they're on. Last thing we need is some lipstick and some lip gloss. I don't know why I said it like that. I'm just gonna open. I really need to get more of this stuff because I love this lipstick. It's done. Now we just need gloss. And that is the one dip challenge complete. Can I do an entire face of makeup with one dip? Yes. Will it last all day because there was barely any primer? Maybe. Maybe not in this 40 heat. Does it look good? Yeah. Would I do one dip again in the future? No. Realistically, no. Product saving wise, yeah, but not with the primers. Definitely not with the primers. Most of the stuff I kind of did one dip anyways, normally. Probably not. But we did get a pretty complete face. Here's the close-up. It looks pretty good, but realistically I would probably have a lot more product on my face. But again, realistically I would not do one dip. One dip is not a fail. This time at least. I think if it was a more colorful look it would have been a little more complicated because I would have wanted to go back in with the color to kind of bring the color back if the color disappeared. Anyways, so that is the video. I would definitely want a lot more of primer for sure, but that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Comment down below what challenge you would like me to do next, and also be sure to hit that red subscribe button while you're down there. Hit that bell to get notified every time I post a new video, and also be sure to comment down below what you'd like to see next and what challenge you would like to see next, and also follow me on all my socials so you get more content, behind the scenes things, and yeah, bye. Before I even started my YouTube, my throat hurts so bad. Second time for the I'm ready to shave my brows. They're pretty bad. Or like okay, so where did my brush that is? Bitch. Ready for blush and contour so you can bring some color. I usually do that after I contour it, so we can probably use it up for that. It's fine. It's fine. This is my video. I make the rules. It's not cheating, okay? Trying to clean up a little bit. This desk is a mess. Wow. Excuse me. I mean you. Oh, my eye's watering.